Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been a long time since we were together in a video. You guys, oh my god. So listen, I was about to go live and then I got a notification that Don Lemon just went live, and I know a lot of y'all watch Don. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to do a video. So that's what we're getting ready to do. So I just left the Caribbean. What's the name of it? You know what? I got the flyer. Look, if this is your first time here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I would really love to earn your subscription. Okay? But anyway, I just went to the Caribbean Kicker. So if you're ever in North Carolina, in the city of Nightdale, stop by the Caribbean Kicker or the Caribbean Kicker. And oh my God, they got a fabulous menu and some really, really good food. So I've been there before, and I got the jerk chicken on rice. And they have this really awesome thing that they do to rice where it's really light and it's delicious. And so I'm a rice junkie. So I decided, no, we're not going to get the jerk chicken and the rice, but we are going to get, now they didn't do it as well, did they? Yeah, they kind of did. So this is what we have, y'all. We got the jerk chicken and beef egg rolls. See? Look good, right? So they gave us some hot sauce right here. And we're going to try that hot sauce, but I got my own. I got me some Tabasco right here. So I was at the Family Dollar the other day, and I saw this little cute little Tabasco box, and I was like, the little box. I was like, baby, you coming home with me, and we got some water. But how y'all doing? Look, that damn big fat shitty diaper called Michelle Obama and Barack monkeys. Can y'all believe that? You know, it's ridiculous. That man is so jealous. But like, I was just listening to, he's so jealous of the Obamas. I was just listening to Darren Monroe, and he said, look, when he do shit like that, real random shit like that, he's trying to distract us from some other stuff that's going on. So in Darren Monroe's, his opinion is that RX, that RX company that he got, I know I get notifications from RX to get my prescription from there, but it's a no. Y'all want to bite? Look at that. Let's do this. This is gonna be our thumbnail. Lord. Y'all, they made it fresh to order. Hold on. Good. We're gonna try the chicken one in a minute. That's good. And the sauce is delicious. It's sweet and got a little kicker to it. So this one is now it's broke up. That's gonna be hard for us to do. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put a little Tabasco on that one. And I hope I don't get coughing. And I got some Popeye hot sauce right here that I'm gonna try on it. Got cabbage. There's cabbage in there and cilantro. Damn. That's good, y'all. And they got oxtails in there too. And beef patties. It look like they got cheese in there too. Because this is the Philly egg roll. That's what it is. Hold on. But yeah, Michelle and Barack, they ain't work. Look at that fat ass cat in my driveway. They ain't worried about that, y'all. That man and those people are so childish. Makes no sense. Okay. Let's set that right there. That crunch on it is good too. You know, I remember back in my church days, when they used to talk about demons and devils and spiritual wickedness in high places, right? And I remember I was a young Christian, and to me, I don't know how they saw it, but to me, it made me feel like, well, there's nothing that we can really do, because the Bible talks about demonic spirits and principalities and powers and rulers of darkness of this world. They used to teach about, you know, people in high positions and rich people with a lot of money were very ungodly and demonic. And I remember thinking, well, they're not going to do anything to us because they busy in high places doing what people do in high places and, you know, living their life. But, honey, little did I know, they want to affect our lives. They want to affect our lives gravely. We're actually what they're looking. We're actually what they have on their minds. Humanity. I know a lot of people don't believe that, right? And I used to not believe it too. But honey, when you realize that Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, the man that owns Microsoft, what's his name? him. The Heritage Foundation, when you think about those meetings that they were having on Epstein Island and all that stuff, honey, they got us on their mind. Why y'all think that they had the children over there? It wasn't just all about sagging kids. It wasn't all about that. It was about experimenting with bodies. But I knew it though, because when I looked at that interview when Stephen Bannon interviewed Epstein, he just had the mannerism of a mad scientist. That's how he looked. That's how he was talking. That's when I realized that he really is a geek, a nerd, a brainy science guy. Well, honey, I listened to a podcast this morning about 4:30 a.m. And that's what the host was. The host was interviewing this man who's been looking at Epstein for the last 15 years. He's written books and everything. He said, honey, they were back there on that island experimenting with human bodies and DNA. He said the sex part is a distraction. I said, honey, that's the vibe it gave me. I told y'all though, in one of the lives that I did, I told y'all that. I said, he give me, what I get from Epstein is like, he's give me like a Frankenstein. That's what I said. But see, that was before I found this video. Because basically that's what he's saying. He talking about how they were working on combining human consciousness and robot together. He also was talking about them, and this goes with what we've heard so far in the files, and some of what Sasha Riley said about the farms and Epstein's ranch in New Mexico. But he was saying that they cause blood force trauma to the frontal lobe of the head. And when you do that, he said, I don't know if it's true or not, but basically, he says when they cause those type of injuries with the kids, they cease to have a conscience. And so at that point, you could just program them. I said, oh my God, I believe it. Because it wasn't all about sex. It wasn't. So, to know that these people, Peter Thiel, Heritage Foundation, these billionaires, that they've already had mad conversations on the island and on the farms. And on the ranches. Conversations in email and on the airplanes about humanity. Not just the United States or England, but the entire world. Bill Gates, every damn time you turn around, Bill Gates got his bird face looking ass over in Africa. I despise them going to Africa. I do. I wonder what the Africans think about that. My thing is, all of these people, Epstein and Bill Gates and all of them, over there on the island, on the ranch, on the farms, on the plains, having conversations about human consciousness and computers. And it's alleged that they were doing all these awful things to kids. And then we find out for sure that every damn time you turn around, Bill Gates' ass is over in Africa. Oh, it's so annoying. It seems like every time they want to do something real awful to human beings, they go to Africa. And he also mentioned Oprah Winfrey's mentor. Was mentioned again on the video I listened to this morning. So I asked ChatGPT about Oprah Winfrey's mentor. You know, Chat said he can't talk about that. I was like, oh my God. I said, not Chat can't talk about that. I think his name is Deepak or Deepak Chopra. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So, honey, while we living our lives, loving, doing birthday parties, doing cruises, working hard, farming our land, all kind of shit that we regular folks do, they over there having meetings about what to do with human beings, just mankind in general, globally. And you know it wasn't nothing good, because we see what they were doing to the damn children. That's why it was children, y'all. That's why the humans were so young. I mean, they had some 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, but we talking about at the back of the island, back there in the back. Then y'all keep on saying, people keep on saying, oh, well, they were young teenagers. No, we're not talking about young teenagers. We talking about 8-year-olds, probably some damn 7, 6, and 5-year-olds. Well, babies, too. Excuse me, y'all. The cannibalism. So many people believe that they're not going to be held accountable, right? So what can we do about it? What can we do about it? One thing we can do is, since we have this information, just knowing that there's a group of people who want to possibly get rid of millions of folks, for one. That's good. And then for two, they want to create another type of human. And they want to be able to do this and not be bothered. You know what I mean? They don't want laws and rules to govern them and keep them from doing these things. You know what I mean? That's why they're over on the island. So what we gotta do is decide how we want to live. how we want to experience life. What we got to do is get together. Communities of people. All kinds of people. And to support one another. But it is as bad and crazy as we imagine. And these people are so, they like, leave me alone. We did what we did, and then the other group of them is like, and so what? What you talking about? But anyway, y'all, do I want to eat the other piece? Do I want to eat the other piece? And which sauce do I want to use on it, honey? Now, the next time I go up there, I'm going to tell them. I don't like the fact that this egg roll was that kind of, you know, like flimsy like that there. Like all the topping done fell out. To the point where I got to eat it with my fingers. You know? But y'all, it is so nice doing a video for y'all. We're going to stay abreast of what's going on. Jasmine Crockett is fighting. There are other people that are fighting. Donald Trump has lost a lot in court. The courts are fighting back now. It's a lot going on, y'all. Look. What I don't want y'all to do is to say, well, they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. And we can't do nothing about it. And that's not true. That's not true, y'all. I don't think... I don't think that they thought that there would be as much kickback as it is right now. I don't think they thought that. Because we can really have for one thing, there's going to be a blue wave. Well, this is going to be a big blue wave too, but they believe that ICE is going to be practicing voter suppression, meaning when it's time for us to vote, they believe when we all lined up or getting out of our cars to go vote, they're going to be standing there just walking up to people and saying, let me see your ID and let me see that. That's what they believe they're going to do. Because they want the Republicans. We're not even talking about Donald Trump. We're not talking about him. They want the Republicans to stay in power, but they're not going to stay in power. They're going to jail. But we got even bigger fish to fry, because Epstein wasn't the only person. And the people that he worked for, they're still out there. They still have intel. They still want the United States. They want the West, honey, real bad. That was good. Mm-hmm. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs, honey. It was nice doing the mukbang with y'all today. I couldn't decide at first where I wanted to eat at. Because I was going to go to Taco Bell. Then I was going to go to Jersey Mike's and get me a chicken Philly. And then I thought, I'm going to go do business with the blacks. Because, of course, that's a black-owned restaurant. And that's another thing we can do. African-American people. We got to get in control of our money, y'all. We got to get in control of our money and stop spending our money with everybody. I wish we wouldn't give damn Amazon or Microsoft or any of them another damn dime of our money. You know what I mean? Let me refresh my lipstick. And if you know of a local black business, and we got to do some homework, y'all. This is inconvenient. I'll be the first one to admit it. This is inconvenient. It's not convenient to look for black-owned businesses like black-owned cosmetics that are local. I probably couldn't find that local. I probably have to get online and shop for my lipsticks, lip glosses, deodorant, and all that. Black-owned. We should be looking to make black people real fucking rich right about now. I'm serious. I don't know if there are any black-owned car companies. Just black everything. Anything fine. It's inconvenient, though, to do shit like that. You know? Let me dry my lips. We gotta do what we can, y'all. You know? But we living in a different world. Everything different. Everything different. And I kind of want to say it's bad different. But it don't have to be bad different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hot. About to damn burn up. It don't have to be bad different. Now we got to be conscious of, aware of what's going on. We got to do our homework. You know? It's as simple as that. You just got to think a little bit on purpose. Look. Y'all know I've been preaching this for years. Because y'all know technically I let go of regular television. Years and years and years ago. 6 years ago. Almost 7. I don't have not one favorite show that I watch. I'm on YouTube. Most of the time, I'm paying attention to something that's going to improve me as a person all the way around. And so that's what I do. But it is time. I'm serious. It is time to not binge watch interior design. It is time not to binge watch food shows. It's time not to listen to the local news all day, please. If you're going to do anything, if you're going to listen to anything that Grabowski say, and I know you ain't, but I wish you would, turn that news off. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off real bad. Turn it off. It is not time to binge watch Gilligan's Island, Fred Sanford, the Jeffersons, or just anything that we used to do 5 years ago. It ain't. It is time to build ourselves up in every way. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. You know what I'm saying? It is. Because, and I'm not saying this to put you in survival mode, and I'm not saying this to cause you to fear. I'm not saying that, because we don't fearmonger over here. It's not about that. But it's about purposely creating the life that we want to live, because these people have a plan for us to live the way they want us to live. Their plan is they are bored, and their plan is to experiment with us. Therefore, planning and desiring, not desiring, but planning and designing our lives. Like, they're not wasting any time. I don't think Epstein wasted any time. He and, like I told y'all in the other video, he and those terrible dark scientists. Can y'all imagine? Number one, they done stole people's children. The children are stolen. And then they have the children there where they have learned about the brain and what the brain is capable of. You know? Because I think, my personal opinion is, from me watching the videos, and I just watched one of the videos this morning of his brother, Epstein's brother, talking about what had happened to him and everything. In my opinion, Epstein's brother didn't even know he didn't even know Epstein, but anyway. But Epstein's ability to go to the bank, because this is what he did, and show bankers how to bank properly. Did y'all hear me? Epstein's thing was going into the bank and teaching bankers how to bank properly, even though he wasn't a banker. He was an expert with numbers. That was his thing. So once he did that for one or two banks, then the bank people start calling him from all over the world to help them with their bank. And if he got in there and did his 1-2 inside your bank, he brought that bank up to par. So he had a reputation for numbers and to get that bank to go on. So of course, once that had happened, he showed them how to invest and even advance their money some more to grow their financial portfolio even more. So, but once he got that money coming in, and this is my point, Epstein was a nerd. He was into science. He was into people and what makes people tick on a whole nother level. So then when he gets together with these people with this scientific mind that want to do things, but they can't because it's illegal, then he says, but you can. Because all of these bankers and All of these people who have, you know, given me money for my honeypot that I do. The honeypot was for him, but it was more for them so that he can go all the way at the back of the island in some of those medical rooms and do these things to infants, toddlers, adolescents, and early preteens. Horrible things. Horrible